Hello, everybody. So I wanted to do another video, and I thought this shirt would be kind of appropriate for it. I don't know if you can see it. So just to kind of break down what I've learned in my investigations, and why we all need to like take a look inside of ourselves. And I don't know, just this goes back a long time. Okay, if you look back through history, and anybody that knows me, I've always been really passionate about history and stuff. So just relating to our times, just to kind of sum it up to give you an idea. So, what these Satanists, these central bankers do, um, they've wormed their way into every government on the planet, basically. They were basically in control. So, what they would do is create like a false flag event, like say 9/11, and start a war against terror. And then they finance both sides. So that way, no matter who wins, they win. So what they do is, say the losing side, say we go over to Afghanistan and our military, under false pretenses, kills thousands of innocent people, men, women. Some of them are probably guilty, and they probably have a reason to hate our country because it's been being used as a gun for hire type of tool. But anyways, so they go over there, they just pretty much destroy their infrastructure, the telecommunications, everything, right? Then they buy their money up, their currency up for pennies on the dollar. Then they help rebuild their economy, which, other taxpayers have to pay for that, namely us, whatever, to set up a democracy and a central bank. Then they sell their currency back to them at an inflated price, way more than what they've paid for. And they've been doing this for a really long time, all the way back to like the Crusades, basically. So the reason why I said we got to look inside of ourselves is whether we knew it or not, we were actually kind of complicit in this little scheme of theirs. Because, like I said, no matter what side loses, they win. They also win from our side because if they financed our military and those bombs and, freaking Tomahawk missiles that cost $1.5 million a piece and they're letting them off the rail all day long, our taxpayer dollars pay that loan back with interest. So, I don't know. When I discovered that, man, it really turned my stomach, and I don't know. I don't think we can lose faith in the idea that is our country, because that's what they're so afraid of, is if we come together over these little discoveries. Like, yeah, we've beaten them. Like, their biggest weapon they had against us was their anonymity and their secrecy. But, like, people have figured out their little game. I mean, it took a long time, obviously, because there were, a lot of the general population operating under the illusion that every nation state had its own little government and leaders that were in charge. There was people above them pulling their strings. Once you put that little puzzle piece into place, everything starts to make sense, and like, the Cold War, the Vietnam War, the Korean War, World War II, World War I, the Napoleonic Revolution, the Bolshevik Revolution in Russia. All of this shit was financed by central banks, by like these same satanic 13 bloodline families that are above governments. Well, I mean, they were above governments. So it is a happy day. From what I hear, like the 13 bloodline families have been totally done. And what comes next is, even in this country, we're still operating under, oh my God, the debt's getting up to like $30 trillion. Don't sweat it. Just from what they got from the Vatican Bank alone, something like 34 or 37 quadrillion dollars. There's always been enough money. It's just been like the elite, the 1% of or the 10th of the 1% at the very top of that satanic pyramid that has been holding money back to make us all debt slaves. That shit's about to come to an end. So, I don't know. I think we really got God to thank for that, and that's all I got. Just checking in.